All right, let's talk about the hypocrisy of Erica Kirk.
And I want to ask one other thing that happened today. This is something Erica Kirk, obviously Charlie Kirk, her husband, was assassinated. She said something today that stood out. I know to both of you, but let me just play it.
There has never been a president who has faced this many assassination attempts in Americans' entire history. And after each one, the reaction from the far left has been, at best, a shrug, and in some cases, a sick disappointment that the shooter was unsuccessful. We are all human beings. And if you can just pause and just take a minute and ask yourself, how would you feel if even just one person made cruel jokes about the attempted murder of your loved one?
I know this stood out to both of you. Tell me why.
Well, first of all, she's a grieving widow, and I think she has tremendous moral authority in this country. And if she wants to unify the country against violence, she has an opportunity to do that. But if she's only going to chastise one side and not talk about the fact that Nancy Pelosi's husband was almost beaten to death with a hammer, that we lost two Democratic state senators in Minnesota.
Horrific murder.
So I think she has a tremendous opportunity to be a unifying figure against violence. But if she's going to pick only one side to chastise, I think she undermines her cause.
Not only that, let's go to that one case you talked about, Paul Pelosi's attack, when somebody broke into the house and was hitting him in the head with a hammer. This is what her husband had to say about that incident.
I mean, I'm looking at Politico.com. I'm looking at the New York Times. I'm looking at all these places, and there's a little bit of mention here. For example, Politico says top Republicans reject any link between GOP rhetoric and Paul Pelosi assault. Of course you should reject any link. Why is the Republican Party, why is the conservative movement to blame for gay schizophrenic nudists that are hemp jewelry makers breaking into somebody's home, or maybe not breaking into somebody's home? Why are we to blame for that exactly? And why is he still in jail? Why has he not been bailed out? By the way, if some amazing patriot out there in San Francisco or the Bay Area wants to really be a midterm hero, someone should go and bail this guy out. I bet his bail's like $30,000 or $40,000. Bail him out and then go ask him some questions. I wonder what his bail is. They're going after him with attempted murder, political assassination, all this sort of stuff. I'm not qualifying it. I think it's awful. It's not right. But why is it that in Chicago, you're able to commit murder and be out the next day? Why is it that you're able to trespass, second-degree murder, arson, threat of public official, cashless bail? This happens all over San Francisco, but if you go after the Pelosi's, you're let out immediately.
So there's Erica Kirk's former husband, deceased husband, Charlie Kirk, suggesting that somebody would be a patriot if they went and bailed out the guy who attempted to bash Paul Pelosi's head in with a hammer. It's the hypocrisy for me.